Alright, you guys. This is the very last section of Module 3, Chapter 10.6. I know you've got to be relieved because this has been probably one of the hardest sections you've ever worked on. Alright, what is the difference between this and this? Well, let me show you. This means 4a times 4a plus 3b times 3b. This gives you 16a squared plus 9b squared. Alright? But 4a plus 3b quantity squared means that I multiply these two terms, these two sets of terms together. So 3b plus 3b is 9b squared. 3b times 4a is plus 12ab. Remember, if there's more than one variable, we put them in alphabetical order. Scooch. And 4a times 3b is plus 12ab. And 4a times 4a is 16a squared. So that gives us 16a squared plus 24ab plus 9b squared. This has two terms to start with and ends in two terms. This has two terms squared and it ends up in three terms. So just like here, how many times did I get the first term times the second term? Twice. So really, when you get this, just call this a plus b, quantity squared, you do get the first term squared plus 2 times the first term times the second term plus the second term squared. Let me go ahead and prove it to you. B times b is b squared and it's positive, and b times a is ab, and scooch, a times b is plus ab, and a times a is a squared. A squared plus 2ab's plus b squared. Well, does making it minus change? Not if they're both the same. Negative b times negative b is plus b squared. Negative b times positive a is minus ab. Positive a times negative b is minus ab. Positive a times positive a is a squared. Hey, I still have two of these. So a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. And again, just like our 2x plus 5 and 2x minus 5, let's go ahead and prove this one again. A plus b times a minus b. Negative b times positive b is negative b squared. Negative b times positive a is minus ab. Positive a times positive b is plus ab. And a times a is a squared. Chop chop. And we're left with a squared minus b squared. So, I promise you that the sooner you learn how to get used to these formulas, the better off your life is going to be. Because if you fight it, it's going to bite you over and over. Now, especially for those of you who have to go on to 85. Now this setup, is it this one or this one? Well, there's one piece squared. So let's use this. Our A is 2x. Our B is 3y. That's the first thing I'll do. Then I'll put parenthesis squared plus 2, because it is a plus, so I'm putting a plus, times A times B plus B squared. Notice how I'm doing it. Alright, my A is 2x. My B is 3y. Okay, you notice how I did this. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2 times 2 is 4 times 3 is 12 xy. And 3y times 3y is 9y squared. Okay, I know I kind of didn't leave you enough room here. Sorry about that. Now, 7 plus 2x, 7 minus 2x. That's only one piece squared, so it has to be this one. So my A is 7, my B is 2x. Notice I'm not taking the signs with it because our formula takes care of the signs. So my A squared minus B squared, so that's 7 squared minus 2x squared, 49 minus 4x squared. Whew. That's a lot of stuff, y'all. It's a lot to remember. Now, on number C, my A is x, my B is 1. And I've got one piece squared with a minus in the middle, so that second term has to be a minus. So A squared minus 2 times A times B plus B squared. So it's x and x, 1 and 1. X squared minus 2 times 1 is 2, carry the x with it, and 1 times 1 is 1. Do you have questions? Make sure you ask. And again, our A is M, our B is N, M plus N, M minus N. So we have this situation going on. So we say M squared minus N squared. And we really didn't have to do much to that one. Okay, I want to preview a couple of things that are coming down the road, and it's called factoring. Factoring is the undoing of the multiplying process. Here we've been multiplying, and on 10.5 we multiplied. Well, factoring is the undoing of the multiplying. So this is coming in module next, which is module 4. Also, you get a new formula, and this is doing with factoring. I want to prove that if I multiply this out, that I'm going to get this. And if you notice, these are the exact same things. Whatever this sign is, that sign is. Whatever that sign is, this one's the opposite. Same, opposite. Alright? So I'm going to take a squared plus ab plus b squared. I'm going to times a minus b to it. And yeah, could I have started down further? Yeah, I could have, but that's okay. Negative b times positive b squared is negative b cubed. Negative b times positive ab. Well, first off, negative times positive is negative. you bring your a down, and b times b is b squared. Now, negative b times a squared is negative a squared b. Then we scooch. A times b squared is plus a b squared. A times ab, a times a is a squared, so it's plus a squared b. And a times a cubed is, or a squared is a cubed. Chop chop in the middle, so a cubed minus b cubed. And the same thing would happen with this problem, except you get the plus in the middle. Now, you notice up here with this problem right here, there's a 2ab in the middle. Well, if there's just a 1ab, which is like what we get here, this is always prime, and a prime expression can never be factored. At least in the real numbers, it can't be factored. Okay. Good luck on your homework, and as always, if you have questions, just ask.